with meteorologist Julia Blanchett.
Good morning and happy Monday. Today on your Monday, you're starting things off a little bit different. You're expecting rainfall here in the low valleys, and we are not seeing snowfall because our temperatures are too warm, but rain in the low valleys is expected to be present. In fact, Grand Junction and in Delta both have a 70% chance of seeing some moisture today. In Montrose, we have a 60% chance, and in Cortez, a 40% chance of rainfall, but we are definitely not seeing as much rain down near the southern portion of western Colorado because this storm system's coming from the north, and that's going to continue to be really obvious as we plan out and look at that Futurecast radar today. That Futurecast radar is sending a lot of moisture right from the state of Utah. It's completely moving into our state, almost across and up into the northern mountains eventually, but it is pushing some rain for the low valleys. Lots of that rain will hit Grand Junction early this morning. It will also hit the surrounding areas like Fruita, Loma, Palisade, Parachute, all those areas, and the high country will start to see a mixture of the two or some flurries, but it's definitely not warming up as much as it usually does today, and that's a good thing because we've been abnormally warm. But some of that snow for the northern mountains is also needed. Those resorts are running a little bit low, so a lot of that snow will stick around at least through the evening hours, but the storm system in its entirety leaves us all together by the end of the day. But there's one more thing you do need to be aware of today, because rain and snow are not your only threat. We're actually expecting to see some wind as well. In the morning hours, the wind looks to be pretty calm, but as that storm system transitions from the low valleys and then off to the high country, you will start to see some strong wind gusts. So fast forwarding to about 1 p.m. today, the Montrose area expecting 24-mile-per-hour wind gusts. In Delta or in Nuclo, you're expecting about 26. Off towards Delta and Grand Junction, we're in the single digits at that hour, but going forward after that, we'll see even more wind by the 4 o'clock hour. Of course, even off towards I-70 in Vail, we're seeing heavy winds. So if you're traveling the high country, wind combined with moisture usually can cause a little bit of a travel delay and or unideal conditions. So make sure you're keeping an eye on that. But the storm system we're dealing with today is going to dry out by tomorrow and will only leave us with a little bit of wind left. But that also shows us that we don't stay dry forever, because by Tuesday, when we're clear, Wednesday, we move right back into moisture. Thursday, you have a much larger storm system moving in. So we get the best of both worlds coming up here soon. Your high temperatures today, 45 in Grand Junction, 51 in Delta, 46 in Montrose, and 48 in Cortez. And then those low temperatures, 31 in Grand Junction, 30 in Delta, 28 in Montrose, and 24 in Cortez. So the low temperatures are definitely a little bit too warm, but at least we're making progress in the right direction. I mentioned you could see snow and rain reoccurring by Wednesday and Thursday, and here's a look at that. It will definitely drop our temperatures by a lot. We could end up in the 30s by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which is where we're supposed to be, but we haven't seen our average temperatures in quite some time. Montrose is 46 degrees today with that rain on the way, but finally for Wednesday and Thursday, we should get rain and maybe even some snowfall when those temperatures cool down overnight. Delta has the same precipitation pattern. We're going from 51 today to 50 tomorrow to Wednesday, 49 degrees, Thursday, 43. And last but not least, the Cortez area is 48 degrees today. There's not the largest chance of turbulence today because that storm system favors the northern portion of our forecast zone, but we could see more moisture moving in by Wednesday and Thursday.